Iceland versus Norway. Who do you guys think is gonna win? I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. As much as I love Iceland, they're not showing up right now, man. I'm gonna have to go Team Norway.
Both teams gonna come out with the teleporter, and yeah, difference is going to be Ash versus Echo in the sky.
Yeah, for Iceland, the question is, will they be able to ground the Echo, or will Psycho just do whatever he wants?
I'm really surprised teams run Junker Queen on this. Like, why? Wouldn't Winston be a lot better?
Iceland, meanwhile, looking to try and get the point. Isaac, though, goes down. The focus fire onto the tank of Norway. Very intense. Psycho nearly falls at the same time, and Iceland coming out pretty strong here. Burst control, and for Norway, kind of have to just wait till your Junker Queen gets back.
Yeah, I mean, that is the issue with running the Echo and Mercy, right? Your ground forces are going to be way lower, but like I mentioned, JP as a sniper on these flex supports gets a nice kill on Orion.
JP, not to be confused with Jay3. As I look at, every time I look at that, I was like, nope, different person.
Yo, we got shout out
with Psycho.
We got a shout out. Wait a minute, let's go back.
Jay3.
Sniper on these flex supports gets a nice kill on Orion.
JP, not to be confused with Jay3. As I look at, every time I look at that, I was like, nope, different person. But here we go.
Of course it's a different person. I'm better.
Really well coordinated.
I'm better.
They get down Futhark, and yep, so just rewind that back up to level ground. Psycho and Honigod connecting for multiple eliminations in the back.
You can
Who was that caster? Get him on your
stream.
stream.
Hits their shots. Sorry,
hey,
J-Lo.
hey. Whoa.
Psycho and Honigod connecting for multiple eliminations in the back.
You can tell JP's different because JP hits their shots. Sorry, Jay. Love
Whoa.
you.
Nah, bro. I'm over here about to eat dinner, bro. I'm chilling. I'm watching the World Cup with my homies in chat. And I'm just catching strays, bro. Nah, what? Nah, dude, I don't...
Actually, you know what? I'm going to call him out. Like, a couple of his fans DM me on Twitter. They're like, hey, can you make fun of J3 in the next cast? I'm like, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, Jay. Love you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to call him out. Like, a couple of his fans DM me on Twitter. They're like, hey, can you make fun of J3 in the next cast? I'm like,
I just said I was watching the World Cup games with my homies. But y'all ain't homies. You guys are a bunch of fucking fucking backstabbers. What the Nah, bro. Nah, you guys are assholes. You guys are assholes, bro. I don't like you guys anymore, bro. Nah, you know what? Every 5 minutes, I'm gonna start running manual ads now. I'm gonna start running 3 minutes of ads every fucking 5 minutes now. Nah, you guys are fake as shit. How come? You know what's really crazy? You know what's really crazy? There's probably a lot of people here that probably, like, are not even following my social media. You guys are weird, bro. You guys are weird.
Guys, I don't know.
You guys are fake.
I've known him for a very, very long time. But yeah.
Nah. I don't love this guy.
Is one of those standouts that, you know, not only got on this roster. So 22%
Y'all are
coming
fake.
up. And yeah, Psycho with the duplicate ready. And a bevy of ultimates available for Norway right now.
Oh my god, hang on to the pulse bomb. Now, moving over, drops the bomb. He's gonna hit anything it does. Futhark might have stepped back into that one, but a nice, easy release. Psycho finding Crizzy on the other end, and Norway just mopping on up.
Yeah, they use their ultimate advantage to great advantage there, but end up burning out 4 different ultimates. So Iceland should, in theory, have the next fight advantage. At least, like, I would probably wait for Bob here and toss Bob on the point and give you some entrance.
Yeah, you would think that would be the opener here, or something Nano. Happy Cool getting pretty low early on. I think right now Oni and Happy Cool might have been trading blows somewhere on the map. That looked like a tracer duel from Delphar. Happy Cool getting super low again.
Oh, this is good.
Here we go. Rampage in from Isaac. Iceland looking to stay alive.
Nice
Nano
cleanse.
response.
Who the fuck uses socials? You should follow my socials. You know why? Because I put shirtless photos on there.
Yeah, I had to. I mean, you want to give Crizzy some credit there too, because
you guys always wanted the
nice
OnlyFans.
Rampage
Just
coming
follow
in
my
on them,
socials.
But, you know, Suzu on cooldown, able to cleanse that anti-heal off of him pretty nice there. Iceland's going to take over. Norway is a single fight away but no ultimates to speak of. So actually, you know,
Boom
a pretty
bam! I
close
appreciate
matchup
massive new
here.
prime sub.
Yeah, definitely closer than perhaps anticipated for the first round. Qualifier going in, has Rampage
Nice.
ready. Nice pulse bomb from Happy. And yeah, I mean, you lose your tank that early and nothing else has really happened. You can't really stay in the fight, at least until you get back up. Rampage gonna be used. Iceland looking at the mid here, but Okalar might have enough more that they can chew. Take it on down. Ethical though, finds Oni God in the chaos. It's still not bad for Iceland.
Yo, this is actually a really close
Hoppy's
game.
actually
Wait a minute,
taken
this could go
the
any
better parts of these Tracer
wait, we
duels
have
in the
69
last couple of
subs.
minutes. It was looking
Nice.
rough there to start off the match, but looking pretty solid. Isaac on the point alone. Psycho, yeah.
Psycho was a little bit quiet for a bit, but not quiet at all now. Picks up a quick two-piece. 84.
There's no way you said you gave me 100 bits and you said my life is like a J3 pulse bomb. I keep shooting my shot, but nothing hits.
To 84.
Nah.
And now
You guys are fake.
Final fight. Iceland, they're gonna have the Kitsune rush, but not a whole lot else here, Hex.
Yeah, I actually like Norway's small adjustment here of kind of keeping the Echo and Mercy close to their Junker Queen, because in the early fights, when the Junker Queen is getting kind of sold out a little bit on the ground, there just wasn't enough healing. But now that's a big problem. Huge shot from Orion.
Looking for it to connect. No! Does not hit, so Pulse Bomb out of the way. Nino out of the fight early for Norway. Losing her, definitely gonna hurt.
I trust my sprite, yes.
As Iceland gets recontrol. Norway mostly disengaged from that though, Hex. It was smart. They realized they have a little bit of point to give.
Yeah, a little bit. So, I mean, they're going to have Rampage. They just hit
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right. Both support ultimates out.
At least you shoot your shot, bro. I'm scared of rejection. I would never shoot my shot.
Immediately, quick pick off for Norway. Psycho though, on death's door. Psycho gonna live. He does. Even Isaac finds okay on the other side. Oni God fishes off Happy and 99.99, but it looks like Norway has found the way. Just gotta deal with Bob for a little bit.
Jay, the worst they can say is no. Exactly.
Anna, as you look, Anna
Listen,
now
the last thing I ever need in my life
95%
is me
when
to ask
Oni
someone,
got that
say,
kill,
hey, let's
that
go
is a
out. And they say
fight-changing
no,
ultimate out
and
of
then
it. Really
someone
good target
finds out,
fire.
put it on Twitter,
Iceland
and
putting up
I'm
a
laughed
heck of a
at.
fight, though. Pretty strong plays there. Individual plays, like
Goth
Orion
Baby
hitting a
Sarah,
single
appreciate
shot
the massive
onto
new
the
tier 1 sub
Mercy
as well.
was critical. Open it up for them. Hafi, I felt, was getting bullied pretty early on, like the first 50% of that fight, but ended up starting to win those Tracer fights and hitting some sticks.
Milky, appreciate that.
a second
Maybe 6 months.
My favorite squeaker and his
And,
sexy saucy chatters.
yeah, I mean, overall, very competitive performance by Iceland.
There's no way.
where, I
If
think
you
mentioned
ask
it,
someone
but
out and they
Halfcool was
say,
going blow for blow with
ew,
Onigod
nah,
for a
bro,
lot of it.
nah.
Even when it wasn't
I would
on
never
screen,
leave my
you see
room.
both
Fuck
Onigod
that
and
shit.
Halfcool, their health bars just get low, restore, get low, restore. That was just Onigod and Happy just dancing with each other for half the map.
Okay, so Iceland's going to have a faster rollout here as they do run the Symmetra. So now we've got Dueling Ashes, Psycho staying on the Echo. I think it's good. Echo can be very good on this map. Just a matter of if Orion...
Oh, what a shot.
Never mind.
Just tapped down by Oni. Gives Norway a pretty large advantage in the first fight. I mean, both DPS down. Iceland not going to be able to do a whole lot of that. Unless, Crizzy just goes full DPS Kiriko, but don't see that panning out that way. Aquacar about to go down here in just a second, and yeah, Norway going to get first control, but a lot of that just off the early pick on Happy.
Yeah, Happy Cool is going to switch to the Sombra now in this case. Can be good against like the Mercy Echo, but it also can be very good on the ground to try to neutralize the Diva.
Alright, Psycho floating around right now. Iceland getting pressured as they try and go through the side building.
What's one team you would like to interview?
Norway right now,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
very reactive to what Iceland is doing. Not
I'd like to
going for a hard
interview
engage here just yet.
Japan
Poking as
or
Iceland tries to
South
come
Korea.
in. Isaac, though,
They have very
Simple
strong
fire,
teams.
back out.
I would like to see what their
Okay, now comes in for the back.
I wanna
Pretty
see-
nice flank.
I would like to
It's a
ask them
sneaky
if they're
return.
worried
While
about
it's
any
going
other
on,
team.
Aquacar was able to get Psycho on the other end, but doesn't matter. Isaac just mows down two.
I would ask,
So,
like,
very assisted
hey,
by
are you
his
worried about any other team out there? You know,
Yeah,
just
I mean,
like
Iceland
you know,
will take
some
it,
cool
but,
shit.
I mean, it is one
See
of
what the
big benefits
perspective
of
is on
Diva
it.
It's just the
They're a really
the
good team.
mobility you have to be able to chase people down. Speaking of mobility, trying to find this Kiriko.
Yeah, the
Eventually
interesting
Kiriko
there,
goes down.
Iceland prioritized the point, so they did get control for a little bit, but because they lost, two people pretty decisively, that was very easy cleanup from Norway on the other end. So Norway's like,
What is
that's
this?
fine, you can have 13%. We prefer the positioning and winning the fight.
Yeah, so with EMP up, Hoppy's just got to figure out which target he wants. You're not going to get a 5-man EMP against this type of composition. They're just simply going to be too spread out. So it's really about picking targets. Isaac has been the hack target for the most part, trying to neutralize this D.Va. But yeah, the EMP is the next thing to look at.
EMP comes in, and right now it's target on Psycho, and Psycho's okay. Psycho protected against the hack, and Norway immediately punishing. I mean, I think Iceland went in pretty hard, expecting the EMP to be better than it was, and it just wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, you know you're in a bad spot when the D.Va just stops moving.
It's not great. Norway looking much stronger here on round 2. 93% to 13. Last opportunity coming up here for Iceland. Nano in the bank at the very least, so you gotta look towards the jump screen here.
Yeah.
See what the rampage.
Hoppy's gonna get caught out too.
Yeah.
Spy check.
Yeah, his translocator got killed. He thought he could get out, and yeah, he had to touch the point. Rampage in, hits Isaac. We'll see if the fall through's there. No, Isaac doesn't want any part of it. Goes for the bomb, gets slugged right after. Is the fall through gonna be there? It is, but meanwhile, Iceland still has to get on the point. Norway still in a pretty good position. You're going to be able to get a little bit of delay here from the Junker Queen on the point. Echo getting pulled out of the duplicate. Norway, respawns coming in. Still in control of the point, but not a bad last push here from Iceland so far, keeping it alive. But for how long can they manage? They get Psycho.
Iceland needs to win this, man. Iceland needs to win this. Vanguard, appreciate the massive prime sub, my friend.
Norway gonna be back up to a full 5 here in a moment. They did lose control of the point, and Psycho goes down again. This time caught by Futhar. As Iceland
Futhar is a really good Ana. I like him. I don't know. I don't think I've
it's just
ever
the incredible
seen him on ladder or
of a
anything.
Junker Queen right there. It takes like your entire squad.
Purge,
to be able to
appreciate
deal
the
with
massive 1
Junker
year.
Queen, and mitigate some of that damage. It's a huge shot.
Orion.
Orion. Good pressure here from the back from Iceland. 37% on the point. Where Norway's just, they're on the high ground, but they can't really go into point here just yet. Meanwhile, Isaac has had enough. Goes to pressure the Ash. Orion, though, dealing with the pressure fairly well so far, but not anymore. It goes to the spot where 4 members of Norway
What are the names of these broadcasters? ZPNX. They're OG casters. They've been casting for years, like 6-7 years. They're fucking amazing. I love them.
Really holding on. Tsune Rush just used. Norway having to respect it. Back out just a little bit more. And Norway, I mean, they're trying to get all 5 back up, but right now it's just this long brawl where they're not getting the point.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is this Junker Queen is just still alive, and they don't have enough burst damage to deal with. Finally goes down.
That's huge. The Junker Queen out of the fight meets Norway can actually stand on the point. You see the Nano going down on the Orion. That's not going to be enough to delay for too
I think
long.
that's game.
Overtime ticking down. Can Iceland pull the miracle again? No, they cannot even get back on the point. We're getting into it. It's Norway on the attack, and Iceland being up close and personal. That was a very short Roadhog sighting, and gone as soon as he's there.
Well,
meanwhile, Oni gone. Okay, well, that's a wrap. Just 2 taps.
Oh
with
my!
Hanzo, 2
No,
down.
no,
Right.
no! Wait a minute.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, it just,
Iceland,
that's the
how
way
are
to
you
break
guys
spawn
gonna
right
go
there.
spawn camp and
JP's
then
gonna
get
die, but a lot of those heroes
like,
are just designed to break
rolled?
spawn. Like the Roadhog, if you get a hook right away, it's great. Obviously, Hanzo can be really good. We'll see if Isaac stays on this. The Orisa, it's not a terrible
Hey! Don't
matchup,
say
and Isaac's
Iceland.
played a lot of
Iceland
different
is my
things,
favorite,
as
bro.
far as tanks go, so not super surprising. And the Orisa's good to break spawn too. Maybe just wants to stick with it.
Oni got a pretty decent position here, getting a lot of free shots on the Iceland from the flank. Now moving in a little bit up close and personal. Crizzy nearly down and does get taken down off the bio. Couldn't find any opportunity to heal. Immortality Field not going to save it. Norway, a very good spot. Oni God finally goes down, but the disruption has been huge. Iceland's down their tank, and well, both teams down a tank. But again, these trades have been very beneficial.
Yeah, spawn camping does work with
Norway
Ramacha. We've seen it.
Yeah, Oniga's position there really set up.
No, that's not true. You know what? Where's King? He can ban you now, Chrissy.
So it's just where are you going to find solace if you're Iceland? I think Oniga ended up just like running away and dropping down because he ended up getting killed by the tank. So yeah, it's the double sniper on offense worked out really well. Again, this is Iceland's map pick. Maybe they're picking it for their own offense, but so far it has been all Norway.
Dragon Strike going right down the middle. Oh, this is big isolation on the Aquacar here, where Will he be able to get out? It's questionable. Super low right now. Futhark, though,
Who are you rooting
Psycho
for?
on the Widow, but
I think Norway's going to win, but I have a lot of friends on Iceland, and I'm rooting for Iceland.
Slams out
And we went to
two,
Iceland.
And that is point A in a flash for Norway.
And this Zenyatta is getting so much value. Of those 4 kills in the kill feed, Zenyatta had assisted on 3 of
JP's
them,
popping too,
and
bro.
It's
JP.
just brutal because, you know, yeah, you're just gonna see Ocular switch too because you're just getting bullied out on the Ramatra. You get discorded and both snipers firing at you. You're in really bad trouble. So.
Oh, Orion nearly got picked off. I think
How
that was
cold
one
was
of
it
those
there? I think it was
shots
like
where
40,
if there
50
were last
degrees.
match, Orion
Or,
would be
30 to
dead,
50
just
Fahrenheit.
slightly out of the kill range.
Usually it was
Psycho.
8, maybe it was 8 to
Anything in the crosshairs?
between 8 to 20 degrees Celsius. If you guys do Celsius.
Norway though getting a lot of space here. Iceland is giving up a lot of territory in respect to the range that's going on. Psycho finds Crizzy. Sets up the 5v4. Oni God. Good positioning. The pressure out the Zen. Now turns the attention to the D.Va. Aquacar is going to get demeched here. And a flash. The EMP though comes out. I just don't know if it's going to be
That is not warm, bro. That's cold as fuck. In some places it was warm.
Norway favored as JP is the cleanup.
I mean, this is just looking like one of those momentum-based fights here because you need to
W,
be able
Sabina.
to hold
Good
on
job.
B. Like, it's such a good defender's advantage. B gets set up on B, but Norway took it away immediately. Norway really wants to get through this. You see Psycho's going to switch just to the Tracer.
Early
get back to the
Transcendence.
fight.
That's exactly why. Like, they want to be done with this early. They got the D-Mech. They use the Transcendence to go aggressive. Oni God finishes off Aquacar. Gets punished by Orion, though. The counter Hanzo buying a little bit of space. Inyo, though, she finds Crizzy, Isaac on the Orion, and Norway very close to taking this. Futhark drops Transcendence, but it's always the sad Transcendence, right? Actually, you use Transcendence at the end of the fight. You never feel good about it, even if it's the right move.
Well, I think they know how critical this point is. The Dragon's going to come across and clear off the card just for a second, and that should end up being it as the tank will fall as well. But yeah, you just see the importance being laid
Shadow.
on this point. If you can
I appreciate
hold
the
on
massive gift this up, my friend.
You know, reminds me a little bit of Gibraltar in that way, that if defense can get set up on B, it becomes a nightmare for the offense, and both teams understand that. That's why Norway, you know, even looking early on, they throw in the offensive Transcendence. They really prioritize getting B. Also because it's a difficult map to finish.
Are you looking like a whole
most of the
snack
time,
today?
Ivana, if you're able to get B, you've probably already
Don't
won
gotta
the map.
lie to me, bro.
It's not easy to get through B. Onigon now on the Widow. We're interesting swap up, by the way. Usually you don't see a team swap to 2 different Widow players within the same map. That's rare.
I couldn't.
Yeah, definitely not something you normally see. But I think it's because Psycho had to come back on the Tracer, and now with the Pulse Bomb, and, you know, you don't want to give that up, but also you definitely need a Widow at this point.
JP starts it out, finds Futhark, and that is just a roll.
Highly
Everything
rated. I
going
appreciate
right
that
for
Prime
Norway.
sub, my friend.
Fight over before it really even begins, and you know, Iceland even used Window on their Hex. They're kind of drained going to a very important fight. Oh no, Psycho, don't do it.
What the
Psycho's
fuck
looking
was that?
For the BAP has the Pulse Bomb. You gotta think it goes for it here. Just, if nothing else, to at least get
What
rid of
was that?
And yeah, Immortality Field was used. That was a good pulse.
That was a strange engagement. I think
What
Psycho
the
like, thought
fuck
the
was
DC
that?
didn't want to engage right away. It was just very odd.
No. I refuse to believe there was that level of honor. I think it was just...
I don't know.
I think it was just waiting for the right opportunity. Psycho, though, finds Happy. Oni finds Futhark. Norway, quick to kill, sets up the 5-on-3. And how long can a tank healer and DPS delay? Well, not long at all. Norway cleans up the rest. Happy comes back as spawn, immediately gets thrown to the ground. And this is looking like not only a pointsy finish, but that is a ridiculous time bank for Havana Hex.
That's crazy. About 2 minutes in the bank for Norway. Really very little resistance from Iceland. You know, I guess they went all in on point B to try to really hold it off there, which I think is the correct strategy. You know, try to really hold off on point B because then you can hold there for the rest of the map, but then they're a little behind on economy. Then Oni got onto the Widow, ended up just getting the better end of those Widow trades, and Psycho's Tracer went off as well. Like I said, we talk so much about Onigod, but you know, JP gets opening kills. Isaac with the non-conventional tank play that we've seen so far through this tournament. I mean, running Junker Queen on maps that other teams aren't running Junker Queen on, like notably I think Blizzard World was one of them. Then running this Orisa and just kind of making you know, Iceland's tanks' lives really, really miserable. Yeah, Norway looks really strong here. We'll see if Iceland has a different strategy here. Again, this was their map.
Thanks, I appreciate the massive 4,000 bits, my friend.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because if you didn't, I was going to bring that up. That was Iceland's map. And you'd think if you decide, hey, we want to play in Havana, you don't just get crushed on defense that hard. But I think if there's a reason for it, Hex, you know, the one thing you brought up really rings true is the idea of momentum, right? Where Norway just got really good momentum to the point that Iceland really couldn't even catch their breath on point B. And you saw the evidence of that, where Iceland was, you know, basically trying to throw everything haphazardly to save point B at the end, and they couldn't, and it just escalated from there.
Yeah, not even going to be a full hold here from Norway. They just want to set up and get the good sniper positions. Sigma, of course,
Hey,
can be really
Fangs,
good on this map to
goddamn.
hold corners, but it's really just about avoiding Onigod right now.
Easier said than done, is what I'll say. That's cool, though. Gets JP early. Really nice start for Iceland. And
Oh,
you think about
shit,
the
I thought
time
that
things
was
they're
the
up
other
against,
enemy's
they need
tracer.
to
I was like,
win
why the
every
hell is he
fight
just
they
standing
can
there?
early and just keep it rolling. So, you know, for Iceland, they need more.
Yeah, I mean, Iceland's got a pretty decent counter to some of the heroes that Norway's running. Obviously, Hoppy Cool is going to be on both Widow and Zenyatta duty. Haven't seen much from Orion yet. Haven't even seen where Orion is.
God, double tap there. Pressure on Aquacar. And we'll see how that's going to develop. Norway right now, playing around the payload. Isaac able to find Orion. It's pretty big as Onigod gets Aquacar. And Norway's poke really, really strong right now. Psycho able to finish off Prizzy. And, you know, if you're happy here, it's just like, well, I guess I might as well build some... Oh, well, you would be building ult if JP didn't just kill you.
It's not
Pretty
looking
rough
good for
stuff there.
Iceland,
I
man.
mean, the kill onto Orion early on the Ashe is one of the reasons that Onigod's able to get that next kill. Like, doesn't have to worry about sightlines, able to step out and do whatever. Orion gonna even the score.
Yep, little Widow v Widow there. Orion finishes off Onigod, and with that, oh, Psycho can't die. Like, Psycho got so close to dying there, because Norway's probably going to need the pulse bomb to make this next fight work. Isaac, though, goes for the early flux. Minho has to use Immortality Field early, and Aquacar doesn't care, just annihilates over. Norway, everything going their way here so far. Onigod's back to the fight.
Oh my god, dude, wait, Ramacha does that much damage far away?
No covering fire whatsoever.
Oh, not only that, it was just
As a
getting
tank?
pebbled down by the Ramatra stick. I've heard so many great terms for that, like, you know, aquarium gravel, the little tortilla chips, like that's.
Yeah, it's not the
fun
most
little
dignified way to die in the game, I'll be honest.
It's almost my favorite thing that happens when a new hero is released is to hear what people are going to call the abilities, because no one's going to call it whatever it is. Just
Yeah,
the
well-
community gets to decide.
For some heroes, it's simple, like Sigma, just, it's rock. He throws a
Yeah.
rock. It's a rock. Like, what do you want?
Nah,
It's not
Fangs
appreciated.
again, my friend. I appreciate the
Yeah.
massive 1,200 bits.
because
God
don't
damn,
get me wrong,
I appreciate it, I appreciate it.
plenty of times, but rock is a little bit more visceral. And
Anonymous gifter,
Well,
I
Iceland's setting
appreciate
up
the
here, and
massive
they're in
5
pretty
gifted
good spot
subs as
because they're
well.
gonna have
Absolutely
the
massive W, I
Norway,
appreciate it.
The advantage between their defense and Iceland's defense is that they didn't lose everybody immediately.
I
So this is
appreciate
what
it.
I'm talking about. Getting set up here is so important.
Okay, happy cool.
Norway
Please hit a
should
fat
be able to
EMP,
have
bro.
People on several different vertical axes. But the EMP could be huge.
Fangs, my dude, with the massive 10 gift the subs. Absolutely crazy as well. I appreciate it. Chat, can we get a W for Fangs as well?
Not the
God
easiest
damn,
multi-EMP
chat's
target.
popping off
As we've
today.
seen, if your EMP just secures one kill, oftentimes that is enough. Isaac, under enough pressure that the Nano gets used, and forces out the Transcendence really, really early. And Isaac is still able to get Orion, Transcendence or no, Psycho, finish off Futhark as soon as it's over, and, you know, Norway,
No,
their
no,
spread
no!
defense does work out pretty well.
Yeah, Hoppy Cool, I think, missed his translocator, banked it off a wall, knew it right away. Only got able to clean that up. No one saw that. I didn't see that. Clip it. Everyone clip that. I think that's what happened there. So really, what you're seeing
I don't
a
think
lot of
Happy
times,
Cool's
and
having
it
a
ends up
good
being
day,
very
chat.
base part of Overwatch, but the aggressor wins most of the time. So there's being very aggressive with the nano onto the Devo, which is somewhat reactionary, but then end up forcing out so many different ultimates. Now there's 2:20 on the clock. Iceland
God.
still has their EMP.
They got
Has
the
to
BAP
use
immediately.
Craig Gums.
And yeah,
Appreciate
even though
massive
the
8
EP
months.
comes out, I
Nah,
mean,
bro.
I feel
like,
bad for Happy
nah.
there because the fight was doomed from the beginning.
Nah,
and Local guard
dude.
just says, please
Norway
finish
is
it.
just literally
But,
playing
yeah, I
with
mean,
their
you
food,
lose
bro.
Your BAP that early on. Okay, you EMP, great. You're still down your BAP.
They're
It's
just
probably
they're
cursed.
just playing with their fucking
Not only that, but
food,
with
dude.
wall hacks,
I feel so bad.
He was just in trouble. Like the summer was just dead, no matter what. And I think maybe we're gonna switch off anyway, so that's why the EMP comes in regardless. If not, then you take your medicine and you just eat it and come back with EMP again. But now pretty close to mirrored DPS.
There you go, Orion. There you go.
GPU.
Happy Cool off the.
That's huge. Norway is banking on the Transcend for this entire fight. This is a massive opportunity. As Orion gets another.
Orion!
with
Orion!
2 on the Widow. Might be the end of it with Psycho right on top over here. But no,
good
the support peel is really, really good.
How many more games are there for you to watch? Probably like 5. I think after.
You definitely protect
I think it's the
Orion. He's
5
the
games
best
that
part
we
of
missed
the team.
yesterday morning.
And now they're going to be able to get this high ground here. Like this is Widow's favorite spot on this map.
Widow be Widow.
Is it ZCT kit?
Widow be Widow with the
What
Tracer
the?
in the back. It's not entirely.
I appreciate the massive prime sub as well.
Comes in over the top as one way of dealing with the threat. Onigon meanwhile finds Okrakar, and Norway just devastating off the dive from Isaac.
Yeah, really nice dive, really good coordination, and Norway's
Am I
done a
the only
really
one
good
with
job of
lag
figuring
on
out
stream,
what
or is
the
it just my
problem is,
Ohio country Wi-Fi?
in their matchups,
Yo.
well, we just can't let this Widow beat us, and now they just get to
Stop
set up
using
on
corn
B
as your
again.
internet,
Again,
bro.
is what we talked about, why momentum is so important on these escort maps is once you get set up on B on defense.
No, there was a little lag though.
Iceland's going to need monumental advantage. They have more ults. They've got better ults.
And Norway's got to back up a little bit here. You have the recon site.
Yeah, well,
they
they get
have
sites,
room
yeah.
to give here. Isaac drops self-destruct, hoping for one. Gets one! Somehow gets the BAP!
Yeah,
Oh,
Iceland
man.
is.
I don't even
Iceland
think
needs to
Chris
win this, bro.
thought he
They're
was in
even right
range
now.
of that.
Iceland
There's
needs
no
to win
way.
though.
Futhark goes down. Transcend's going to be popping
Nah,
Norway.
that's game.
This should
I think that's game.
It's everything going Norway's way here. Iceland, they drop the Annihilation, but the Pulse Bomb just stronger. Overtime ticks down. And that's going to be Norway. taking the
GG's
series.
chat.